Welcome to The Hot Slice. I'm creative director Josh Cowan, along with me, executive editor Denise Greer, and editor-in-chief of Pizza Today, Jeremy White. What's up, guys?
Hello.
Hey, everyone.
So for the next several episodes, we, of course, are from the show floor at Pizza Expo doing interviews with operators. So this is your intro into our continuation of interviews with pizzeria operators at Pizza Expo.
Enjoy, everyone.
To deliver high-quality products, innovative technology, and custom operational solutions to restaurants of all sizes across the country. The flagship division of Performance Food Group, with deep roots in the restaurant industry, Performance Food Service has been the exclusive distributor of the Roma family of brands for more than 65 years. This signature relationship has allowed Performance Food Service to become a leader in the pizza and Italian segment of food service nationwide.
I'm Genevieve Ruby, a fifth-generation dairy farmer here in Humboldt County, California. Did you know that 99% of California's dairy farms are family-owned? And we're proud to sustainably produce the milk that goes into quality cheeses you use to create your delicious pizzas. Thanks for helping make California not only America's #1 dairy state, but the leading producer of mozzarella too. We hope you enjoy this podcast.
Hi, I'm Jason Descoli, Rock City Pie and Ice, Broomfield, Colorado.
All right, so this is actually an update for us because we had you on the podcast at the show last year.
Absolutely.
What's happened since last year?
The growth has been just phenomenal, not only as a person, but as with my pizzeria. Last year at this time, I had to close. This year, we're open and we're serving pizzas to our community as I'm here learning more about expanding even further.
Okay, and you have a kind of a mentor even in your area. And can you tell me a little bit about how Blue Pan, how you've worked with Blue Pan a little bit?
Well, Blue Pan, obviously, they're the premier Detroit-style pizzeria in Denver, and Jeff actually went to the same high school as my wife.
Oh, nice.
So there's some mutual connections there. So those gentlemen have really helped me progress and given me the right tips to make the pizza great consistently.
So what's been the big change over the last year that's allowed you to kind of grow and kind of mature as a business?
Maturing as the business is really just taking all the systems that I've been implementing over the last prior year and it really coming together. Adding the oven that I came here last year for, taking over the full space of the commissary and really creating my own pizza front, which I have done. Having some signage, so I'm not just a door and a website now.
Yeah.
I actually have people noticing me like, oh my gosh, how long have you been here? So now I'm just growing my community and really training my staff to make you feel like you're at home when you walk into our building.
I love that. Now, tell me, how are you getting the word out about your business?
Simply social media. I use the Unsliced marketing, the Unsliced restaurant systems. There's a lot of marketing stuff in there. Yeah. I try to use my marketing that's to be the most effective. Social media, for sure. I'm seeing a lot of TikTok, but Instagram for sure.
Yeah.
And bringing influencers in and having them work with me. I'll feed them and then they post stuff. And when it's all out there, the amount of traction you get from those influencers is it's really unbelievable.
All right, we need to go a little deeper into this. Are you using local influencers, national, regional? What's your focus on your influencer opportunities?
Right now, it's very local.
Okay.
So it's local and to the markets that I'm trying to target. Okay. So that they talk to the markets that can reach me easily.
Oh, that's perfect. All right, so last year you were coming here to buy an oven. That was your mission, and you were getting to know the pizza community. Mm-hmm. What's your focus this year?
My focus this year is a doubler. and I was looking at some new mixers, and obviously I'm always looking for new products to offer. If you're not looking and growing, then you're not getting any better, really. Yeah. So I'm looking for actually some dairy-free cheese this year to incorporate into my menu that I have now, but I'd like something a little better. Yeah. And really just reconnecting with everybody, and just the classes have been just unreal. I love hearing about the trends and what the industry is really doing, and where am I? What am I doing right? What do I need to improve on? And where can I add to to grow.
Yeah. Now, before we went on this podcast, we were talking about those fuzzy feelings we get from the pizza community. So share a little bit about like you and the pizza community here and how it's kind of set you in a new way with your business.
Well, the pizza community, last year I showed up, I was by myself, and the community welcomed me in. They really did. It felt so warm and inviting, and I was so impressed because it's just, there's so much. What can we do to help you? It's definitely the we, not me environment. And this year, I was embraced by the community. And what it has done for me is it boosts my confidence, lets me know that there's people out there that have gone through the same thing and have done it. And reward you and say, great job. It's just nice to hear that from your peers.
That's awesome. Now, what advice would you give to somebody, maybe it's their first show or their first expo, or even they're just new to the industry? What advice do you have for them?
Just listen to what everybody's doing and how they're doing it, what they're doing different. Every idea is good. It's just how it's executed. Yeah. And you know what? It's very hard. It's not a fan of heart business. Yeah. Stick to it. Stick to your plan and your mission. Create great food and make it, and get a good customer base that are proud to, have your local. I love being a local pizzeria. I love seeing my local people come back. It's just so rewarding. That's why I do it.
That's awesome. Well, I'm so glad that you came by to give us an update. You're doing so well. Keep it up.
Appreciate it.
And we can't wait to next year. We're going to get another update and find out how much you've risen since then. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Denise.
Hi, I'm Rick Herman. I own Log Home Wood Fired Pizza in McGregor, Minnesota.
All right. So we're talking small town pizzeria, right?
Small town. 350 people. What? Yeah, and I own two mobiles and a brick and mortar in town. So the mobiles go to the bigger cities around us. Okay. So Duluth, that kind of stuff.
Okay. So what's it like? How do you make it in small town with a pizzeria and your mobile units?
The mobiles, of course, are on the road May through October. Mm-hmm. The pizzeria in town, we run Friday, Saturday, Sundays. Okay. All year long. Mm-hmm. And it's a constant debate whether we want to add more time. Okay. You add more time, you add more staff in a small town that's pretty tough sometimes. So the mobiles actually keep the pizzeria in business. Okay.
Now, with the pizzeria running 3 days a week, have you done that from the beginning, or is that something that you tested out, what days to open, or how does that work?
We started with Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and found that Thursdays just weren't a good day in a small town. Yeah. So we adjusted the Friday, Saturday, and then last January we went and added Sundays just to test the market for Sundays after church. So we call it a Sunday brunch time. Yeah. We don't do a buffet or anything, but it's a brunch. Okay. So, and it's worked out pretty well.
Okay. So with your mobile, what kind of clientele are you using with mobile? Is that mostly catering, or are you setting up at like breweries? Like, what are you doing?
Good question. When we started with a trailer from Fire Within. Okay. And that was 10 years ago. We added a food truck in 2018, and that goes to the breweries and the cideries in the area. And then with the mobile, we've now gone strictly to catering with the trailer.
That's amazing. So, is this your first expo, multiple expos?
This is 4 or 5 for us.
Oh, awesome. Yeah. So, complete veteran. All right. So, what are you hoping to get out of the show this year?
We came looking for ideas for how do we expand. Mm-hmm. And as you can tell with my gray hair, I'm not getting any younger. So we sat through the sessions on retirement and selling your business. Okay. Not that I'm ready to do that.
Is that on your mind? Or,
yeah, when you're my age and you've got 6 grandchildren, it's kind of time to maybe step back a little bit and play with the grandkids a little more. But in the same token, we've got a really young core staff we work with. And it would be nice for them and some of them to step forward and start taking some of the management roles and things like that, so we can even step back.
Awesome. Now let's talk staffing a little bit. Since you have kind of a limited hour system, are you all part-timers? Do you have full-timers? Like, how does your employee structure work?
Sure. It's my wife and I, and our daughter works full-time for us.
Okay.
And then all the rest of the 14 other employees are all part-time.
Okay.
All college students through 14, 15-year-olds.
Absolutely. Wow. That's amazing.
And that's a great staff to have when they're 14 or 15 because they haven't had a job.
Yeah.
So you can train them the way you want.
Yeah.
They do what you want. I mean, it's a great advantage for us.
Oh, that's amazing. So since you're a veteran attendee for Pizza Expo, what advice do you have for others that maybe it's their first show or they're kind of new to the industry?
Sure. First thing is you need to network. You need to get a hold of people. When we first came, I didn't know who Tony was. I didn't know John Arena. I didn't know any of those guys.
Yeah.
And now I can walk up to them after 4 or 5 times and shake their hand and they know who I am. And it's always nice to be able to reach out to people. So that networking is a huge piece of why we come to Expo. I mean, we come for some of the sessions and the keynotes. I mean, John's keynote yesterday was...
I cried.
I was almost in tears at the end too. It was just really an emotional ride for me, and I, just knowing John the little bit I know him, it just was. Oh, at the end, it just gave me goosebumps.
I know, I had goosebumps. I probably still have goosebumps a little bit. All right. Well, I'm so happy for you and what you've done with your business, and keep us posted on what the next phase is for you.
Sure.
We definitely want to know what's happening.
All right. I appreciate it. Thanks,
Sweet.
Denise.
Well, thank you so much.
My name is Sam Bolus. I own Gabby's Pizza. Location is the 255 Central Street in Washington, Massachusetts. I've been in the field of been making pizzas for 25 years. I own this location for 20 years, almost 20 years.
20 years. And so 20 years in the business, that's 20 years owning a pizzeria. What do you think is the most valuable thing that you've learned in that 20 years that's helped you be successful?
I love my job.
You love your job, all right?
This is a key.
All right.
It's a key. I love the job. I love the people. My customers, it's like family members. You know what I mean? I know their name.
Yeah.
So it's just a good relationship we build up every day.
Yeah.
So you feel like going to work. You have to meet the rest of the family,
Yeah, so just a minute ago, you showed me a picture of a pizza making class that you did with some kids. Community outreach is huge for you. Can you tell me a little bit about kind of those kind of opportunities that you do?
I love to get involved with the community. Mm-hmm. I love the community. So what I make, I reach out at the school, the preschool. Mm-hmm. And I offered just to bring the dough and cheese, the sauce, and everything. And the kids, they're making their own pizza. We teach them something about, how to make the dough, what's in there, the information the kids need to know. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I love
then
that.
they take the pizza, take it at home, and enjoy that. I did it once. I did it twice at my location. Mm-hmm. The first time I started at the school, go there at a certain time and do it. But a couple of times I brought them in.
Okay.
And they made it there and cook it in my oven, so everybody enjoyed. Like they made their own pizza from scratch. Like
a lot of pride in that.
You know what I mean? Like it's just, the kids was like they're loving it.
I love that. So tell me a little bit about your concept. What kind of pizza are you doing?
It's a Greek style.
A Greek style. So tell me how does a Greek style differ from maybe a traditional Italian style?
It's like the thickness is like when you what I mean, more rich.
Okay, more rich. Let's look at toppings on a Greek style. What's really popular at your restaurant? I mean, we all know pepperoni, but
Yeah, I mean, it's you know what I mean? It's
creative wise.
chicken bacon ranch pizza,
Oh yeah.
chicken broccoli Alfredo,
Oh, I love chicken broccoli.
buffalo chicken pizza.
Yeah.
My customer love the chicken calzone.
The chicken calzone.
Chicken calzone.
Yeah. Oh, I love
chicken
it.
calzone is the key.
Okay.
You know, and the other part is like, you know, we bake our own bread. From,
Yeah.
you know,
From scratch.
So this is like a big key.
Have you always baked your own bread, or is that
Yes.
something you brought on?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Since I took over, you know, 20 years ago, just kept the same concept. I'm adding on.
Yeah. So when you took over the business 20 years ago, it already existed, and you bought the business.
Yes.
Oh, awesome. So so were you working in that pizzeria when you decided to buy it, or was it just that you saw it for sale and you were
No, I
ready
just
to get
like,
it?
you know, I used to work for somebody else. Learned the, you know, learned the concept of the, you know. I mean, I came to the country, you know what I mean, just and have a goal to succeed.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I have a goal, so I just like, you know, work hard for that toward this goal.
So why
It's,
pizza? Why pizza? What is it? What is it about pizza?
It's, you know, it's like it's easier to learn, easier to start.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? As long as you like to work hard.
Yes.
Because, like, I mean, the hours you put in is a lot. The physical, you know, work that you put on.
It's a lot.
You put in a, you know,
Yeah.
it's a lot. So it's you know.
And last question: what brings you to Pizza Expo this year? Like, what are you looking for, or what are you hoping to get out of the show? Now it's the last day, y'all. It's the last day. So, what have you learned, or what do you want to get out of it?
Okay, the reason for me, this is second year. So because I love my job.
Yeah.
I want to make it better. I want to, you know, to add new items or new ideas.
Yeah.
And what's good about the show here is not just like showing like items and food items and stuff like that. Educational is very important. Education it's a key.
Yeah.
It's another key for success.
Oh, absolutely.
So, you know, I attend a lot of seminars.
Any of them stick out to you that you went to?
Yeah, I mean, like it's you know, how to, you know, for example, like, you know, the way we make the dough. It's good, but like there is like, you know, what first? It changes the whole game.
Yeah, it does.
We add more taste to the pizza. You know, so it's I like it. Meeting new people.
Absolutely.
You know, get involved with the you know, manufacturer. So it's like you get, you know, the information from the source.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like, for example, like, you know, there is a Wonder Bar saucer. You know, the Spencer sauce.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So right now, you know, like, you know, it's just like, you know, labor is like,
Labor's tough.
you know what I mean? So now you got the equipment in, and it helps you do that job better, consistent.
So you're very interested
so I
in
bought
automation.
this saucer, you know, I love it. I love it. You know, it's you know,
That's awesome. That's great.
I'm glad to be here. I will come back and bring more ideas to my customer. And I want to tell them I'm there for them. You know what I mean? I'm not just like, you know, I'm making a living from my job. I'm involved, you know, I like to be involved, you know,
with them. I love
with their
that.
kids. With kids, like, you know, I mean, I'm thinking about doing other ideas.
Yeah.
Just to, you know, one of the ideas I want just like, you know, to get, you know, the students from like middle school, for example, and do like a training session or something like that.
Yeah.
So this is, you know, because I have kids.
Yeah.
I have 3 kids, and I want to you know, to show them how to work hard, how the money comes from. You know what I mean? So train them. This is how you work, how you do this, how you do this.
Yeah.
You start early. Then we get like into high school, we're gonna find like a part-time job. Oh yeah, I used to work for Sam and Gabby's Pizza. He taught me this, I taught me this.
Yeah.
So I wanna give them the keys
the keys to succeed. I love that.
You know what I mean? So,
Well, just keep doing what you do, and we love what you're doing with your community. Keep us posted on what's happening, and thanks so much for coming on to the show. We really appreciate it.
Salvatore Reina from Franchesca's Pizzeria. We have locations in Glen Rock and Elmwood Park, and we also have our ghost kitchen called Square, the Detroit-style pizza outside of our Elmwood Park location.
Okay, so we need to talk about how these businesses come together, because one of your businesses is a ghost kitchen operating out of the other business.
Yeah.
Let us in on how that works. Like, how are you able to operate both businesses out of one location?
Yeah, it's actually incredible, and I suggest everyone do this.
Okay.
So it's a ghost kitchen, and so basically it's the same ingredients. It's pizza, but we do New York-style pizza out of Franchesca's. Squared is strictly Detroit-style, no rounds.
Okay.
So it's the same dough, the same toppings, the same sauce and cheese, except we just put it in a pan when someone orders.
Okay.
And it has its own website to order, its own app. And what the great thing is, to our pizza makers and our staff, it's just another order.
Yeah.
It's just another pizza. It has its own social media page, has its own menu, and it's been a great additional revenue stream, especially because Detroit style is not very popular by us right now.
Yeah.
So that's what makes it really special.
I got you. Now, let's talk back end. Let's talk about like kitchen ops.
Sure.
When it is a busy, when you're in that rush, how does it work to operate the two businesses on that make line?
That's the best part. You wouldn't, if you were a cook and we didn't even say we were doing squares in the kitchen, you wouldn't even know it. Because on Square, we have mozzarella sticks, we have a couple of sandwiches, and those same mozzarella sticks and sandwiches are actually on the Franchesca's menu. So when a ticket comes in, like mozzarella sticks to go, or a penne alla vodka to go, it's the same container, the same packaging, it's all the same.
Okay.
So it's almost like having a whole nother pizza shop, but really seamless. And same on the pizzeria end, because on the pizza maker's end, because he's stretching out a New York style pepperoni pizza.
Yeah.
And next is like, square pie. So he grabs that pan, puts the dough in it, and sets it up, dumps it in the oven. So it's really seamless in that regard.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wasn't it an adjustment to have the influx of more orders coming in from the Square side when you do deal with that?
Yeah, in the beginning, not so much, because we were just getting started, wasn't that busy.
Yeah.
But something happened, and we really reached out to a lot of, Square's like really fun, for better words. We reached out to a lot of social media influencers by us in North Jersey, and they got people coming in.
Yeah.
And so now I think we have more Instagram followers on our Square page than our Franchesca's page, which has been around 16 years versus like 2 years.
Yeah.
And it's become its own thing, but people come into for their Square pie, and then they see it's Franchesca's, so then they start ordering other things. It's been really great. In fact, a lot of times people do a ghost kitchen, like let's say a pizzeria does like burgers and fries or something like that, and then you need more SKUs, different orders, and that's where your question is coming to play about the not seamlessness of like, all right, now I'm going to teach my guys how to cook a burger and get pickles and hamburger buns. This is not it. It's just a different style of pizza.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Now, do it is a true ghost kitchen, so it doesn't have signage or anything. So if somebody comes into the restaurant, it's all Franchesca's, correct? They don't see the signage for.
There's just one little sign in the window, just so that our delivery drivers, our third-party delivery drivers, know where to go, because we notice they're going like this too much. And customers come in, but it's kind of fun like that. That's what makes it fun. We have a little cards in the front, but there's no big signage or nothing like that.
Do you have any plans on adding that to your other locations?
So believe it or not, like we have two locations. One is wood-fired pizza, and one is the deck ovens where we do squared. That oven runs too hot to be able to do it. And my customers in Glen Rock hate me for that, because they tell us, but now we deliver that far, so we can go there now.
I got you.
Yeah.
So with how long have you been in business?
I have owned my shop. I opened when I was 26.
Wow.
So 16 years now.
16 years.
Yeah,
that is amazing.
Yeah,
that is a feat in this industry to be in business for 16 years.
Yeah.
Tell me about some of the things that you've learned in this industry that you've been able to apply and change with your business. Obviously, adding that ghost, that was huge. What are some other things that you've been able to do as you learned in this industry?
I think I've always been good at in life pivoting and adjusting. There's not one example I can think of right now, but just knowing that every month that passed, every year that passed, there might be something new. There might be something different. COVID happens. Or I'm assuming 16 years ago, maybe there was no Instagram or it's very little at that time, but now there is. So being able to educate yourself, coming to things like this, learning. I just got out of a seminar walking the floor, talking to people, even this conversation. It's just, you have to continue to learn. You have to continue to pivot and adjust, or else you won't make it. Make your product better. I was 26. I had no clue what I was doing. I shouldn't be here with you right now. 16 years later, I swear to God. But I worked really hard. I tried to always just said, I went home every night and said, what can I do tomorrow to make it this much better? If you do that for 30 days, well, you just improved your store 30 times in 30 different ways.
And now you've done that for 16 years. So there you go.
I'm still here to do that. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
So last question, what are you hoping to get out of this year's expo?
A nice trip to Vegas was fun. That's my first thing. It was really cool. But I always attend your one in Jersey. It's always great because I live up there near AC. Is the seminars. I'm really a fan of those. Whether it's things that can reaffirm what I'm doing, because I don't pretend like it. I don't know everything, even all these years in. If I hear something I haven't heard, could take away one thing, you never know what that can do for your business. And also just to reaffirm what I already do, certain great things I hear, to be able to do that. And maybe find some new vendors or find some new products to offer. Always open-minded about all that.
All right. Well, keep us posted on how the business grows, and we want to know what's happening with you. And thank you so much.
Denise. Appreciate it.
Appreciate
Thank you very much.